So blessed love my black African people. Oily skin, crusty skin, black tackro, big nose, big lip, black pepper green head. Yeah, I could love it up now. Feel it. Beauty. Stay black, stay African. Yeah, so I want to touch upon education. Education or missed education. Because when we take a look upon it and we want to think about, isn't education supposed to be about nation building and the repeating of the best practices and the best of what the past had to offer, and finding new best practices to add to that in terms of who's going to school and what we want for the nation when they leave school, and for themselves, which can trickle it into nation building. So my thoughts to the whole approach of the way we so-called educate our children, ourselves, based on the education system that we go through. Why isn't it that all the careers, all the occupations, all the even like driving and these things, why are they not being taught from a basic or a primary school level in terms of the basics of these things? And then you move from primary to secondary or high school, or you get more information on this of all the possible things. So there now you have a future coming up with this knowledge, and each person choosing what they want to do from early because they've been exposed to it. So now you can have a fully rounded farmer, because him they get a little touch of it and him did like it and him say, alright, I want to learn more of this. He put himself out there, forgot to this mechanic, the shoemaker. And not a shoemaker just going to come repair shoes, but come make shoes. Come and make shoes. And then the dressmaker, the tailor, have these people from these profession from a primary level coming into the school is if it construction, if it's come say, all right, learn how to read a tape measure. You know what I mean? These basics of all these things being put back into the school system, and then they come back out into society to rebuilding and maintaining a standard of, yes, it's just like, so these now, this method could breed more managers. Yeah, always somebody afford for somebody, but there could be more managers, more people building more business within the country, within the race, within. So that's where the education system should be at. Yeah, and spirituality. There should be something in schools, whether it's a subject or a reasoning at a particular time, to view life on this harmonious level and appreciation for life itself, and how that should be in the family, and from family to family, then it become a nation of people appreciating life itself, and not just about, hey, come work, earn money, come make money, and come do this in terms of vanity and all of that. But, you know what I mean, having this holistic approach to life and appreciation for life, spirituality. And I knock it in at the brain, say, boy, yeah, things are going to happen, but it don't mean say you have to rush to violence. Yeah, the thought going to come, but you create the thing within the younger youths now for know, say, all right, reasoning, critical thinking. How are my actions going to make life worse or better? How is hurting somebody going to, how what kind of spin. So we get that critical thinking and reasoning of how to work out and maintain the harmony within life and not bring harm to life itself. You know what I mean? Them something have to inner the schools. And then again, I think we kind of take it too easy upon our children, them in the sense of, I personally think we give them too much idle time, and that's based on us limiting their capacity to be great, and we're underestimating them. That we're thinking that we're pressuring them too much, and we're not talking about to enslave them, kill them with work. We're talking about creating a structure where leave school, come home, get them got them homework, get them take some breaks, do them homework, watch little TV if that's the case, but let it be some timing. You have half an hour to do this before you go back to. And if you were doing some heavy book work here, all right, take a break. Taking a break don't mean say you have to go ramp. Nothing is wrong with going to ramp. That can happen sometime. But taking a break means doing something lighter within the same book. Go do a puzzle, go do something so that take your brain off of the heavy stuff. But you're still learning, because there might be a word that you never know. And if you say, boy, the rich people picnic them. After school, them have tennis practice or music practice or this practice or that practice. Widening the capacity of the brain. So that's why we can say the uptown people, not to say them alone, but predominantly that's the way it looks. Because for them picnic them and get the chances for do all the stuff that they can do. And we're not talking about just the stuff that we have to pay money for. It's just a way to develop the brain by just doing stuff. And set a routine of a system where it keeps you learning even when you're having fun. So, yeah, so the education structure we have, I see it as doing so many things wrong. It shouldn't be that you have to reach high school or college to start learning some things. Everything should be taught from the lowest level up to the highest level, right through each stage of schooling. Yeah, remember that something that who used to watch karate show when the young youth will grow. The old man in the village did have to teach him the main style to defeat the wicked fox or the same something that we're talking about. So you get that knowledge there from the past, putting at the young brain, and then the young brain with its strength and fame, zeal and enthusiasm now make it better. So you defeat the wickedness of the system. So you're putting back into the pot of development. So there's a standard that won't fall below a certain level, because you're breathing back the same skills, the same things, and with new whatever that is coming up, part of it as well. So it can get better with the new heads coming out. Stuff like languages. And we attack all schools, because some schools are going to have some of these things going on, especially something like with language. Why isn't it that 5, 6 languages are not being taught to us from the lowest level up to the highest level through the school system? We have Chinese now take over our country. Why is it not a part of whatever agreement that's been made with these people coming into the country? All right, you're Chinese, but one Chinese school, teacher to go in our school. That a part of it, you can't come in unless one of people them are going away school them and teach you them what one come say. So we can relate tone upon whatever level. French, Spanish, whatever, or African language. You know what I mean? These things should be taught across the board, our schools from the lowest level up. Yeah, for learning all of these things is not about giving up anything of ourselves, but learning to protect ourselves. Because I kind of feel like part of the whole enslavement of us was based on what we never could understand what the white man did I say fully. So we never know what them as about we or what them as say fi do with we or them intention for do with it. So we never understand fully. So the same thing now for learn the Mandarin, the Chinese, the Japanese, all the languages that we can, our own African language, not giving up nothing of ourselves. We are maintaining that within that. But the point is, they are here, they are going to be here. And we need to know what they must say about we, what they must say to do with we. So from that standpoint, we need to learn everything. So that now better enables us to understand and learn how to protect ourselves. Yeah, I've never been in a college environment. But looking at our education structure system that we have is just for producing workers. From what I can see from where I am, I'm not seeing the education system producing in no great volume managers and people that will come and develop stuff and own stuff and create stuff. If we listen to the news and all these people, yeah, we're developing the BPO sector and we're doing this sector and we're going to provide employment for 300,000. And these are all foreign investors because we're not teaching ourselves to be our own investors, to be our own creators, our own business builders. And that's what the education of should be. And also the thing of, yeah, I wasn't fortunate to go to college, but my neighbor daughter, son did fortunate. Them people did work it out and them could have pushed for them go college. It should be that we have, or we can have, a thing of community re-involvement, for want of a better word, where this person that went to college come with that skill, yeah, there's a little thing can be going on in the community. Well, we come like we're not even a community center no more, where this person now can call some youth and say, when them now go work or when them, I'm not thinking about it as being paid for this, but it's just passing back the knowledge. All right, you will never get to go college, or even to inspire one next one to go college. Yeah, you're young or whatever. But we'll keep this class for 1 hour every evening or whenever. And so we are when we go to college, go learn, we are teach it to the little man them in the community. We inspire them to say, all right. So these are the things that I am seeing that education should be about. And not just creating workers to say, hey, come work for these people, come work for these people. Yeah, if the government decides for them to sell out the country, it should be us as the people, based on our development from basic school to colleges or wherever. We develop our wealth. We learn to come together in terms of whatever gang. Why we not gang up or teach the youth them to gang up and create wealth, gang up and create a business, gang up and you know what I mean? So I see that on the level them, I see the education thing on the magnitude where it's supposed to be for the nation, for the country, for your people. I see it as a failure really, in that sense. Yeah, and the next thing too, if we're teaching all these things across the board from the earliest of levels, then because you have been learning it through all these stages now, then this can reduce the time spent in college and the money we have to find for go to college and all of that. So what you would have got college, you spend 5-6 years for, you could be going to college for a year or two. Because you have gotten most of this already, you're just going to the, let's say, the ultimate of this thing now. at college. So so that's more time, that's less spent learning at that level that could that person now be in society at that time, already putting back into the development of the nation, of the people themselves. Because we should be, this is the way we should be thinking and building. So it shouldn't be that certain things are start at a high school. Everything should be taught from the lowest level. You pick some people from these professions and from basic school, they're going in and they say, hey, this is how this is. This is how, you know what I mean? Driving. You start learning, reading a driving book when you're at basic school. The law, you have police, lawyers, judges going into the school from a basic school level, explaining certain things over and over. This is how this works. This is how this works. And daring now you even come create a generation of people where see the foolishness them of the laws and of these things and also them, but them something and make sense. And you breathe some people now will come change these things and make things better. But of course, it probably even shouldn't be about that, because how do you keep or have a nation of people at your feet begging you for handouts and keep them so you can use promises to get their help when you need it. So I guess therein lies some of the things I know subject youth, no college youth like me can sit down and see these things, and it's not being seen by these big heads with the wrong language that we use to talk about ourselves, but not seeing these things. For the most part, I think they know what they're doing, but this is what the education thing is should be about: nation building and rebuilding and continuous building. Teach each youth, each picnic, each man, each child, as if he's a nation by himself. Therein lies creating a race, a people, a nation, impregnable to outside negative influences, remaining self-sufficient, self-sustaining, self-reliant. Yeah, so that is just my thoughts in terms of solution and the way we can move forward. If we become a nation when I have to depend on the next country or yeah. Cause even the other day made them talk about basically training people for export. Yeah. So yeah, my 2 cents, my thoughts in terms of solution as how our country should be moving forward and growing and developing. Farming, the whole thing, everything. Dressmakers are fewer now. The tailors are fewer now. These people that were in the community that children should be learning from and taking these things and making them better, putting themselves. We should not have to go American and wait for Chinese to send me clothes and build clothes so we can buy clothes. We should have there so make the best quality of all things. So give thanks for the listening here. African people, stay black, stay African. Blessed love. Hope we not just see what's wrong, but can also see the ways of solutions. And hopefully we can act on them. Give thanks. Blessed love.